Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland,
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Meadows. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Meadows.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Meadows steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Jackson's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, Meadows into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 46 yards. On first down, Meadows. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Tampa Bay.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On third down, Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
6-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was absolutely a letdown or a breakdown in coverage because what I saw was cover 3. Both corners having an outside third each. A safety should be in the middle. And when they threw the ball across the middle, the safety was nowhere to be found, and a big play resulted.
Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
14, Ravens 7.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Connor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Fowler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another carry.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
16-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to number 80,
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
The point after.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tackler.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
The 29-yard line.
On second down now, it's Fowler. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Meadows. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to...
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meadows. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Meadows forced out to his left. Now he'll square up, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 17-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Meadows certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Meadows. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. It's complete to Brown, right side. If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 34-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Buccaneers 28.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, it's Fowler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Meadows. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Looking to throw. Meadows. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. And a Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And 8 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Meadows, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The quick slant caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
24.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Second and 7. At the 20.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 18. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a second and long.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. A pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluator. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back now in Baltimore. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jackson.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Meadows. Complete. He finds Bray. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tampa Bay.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Meadows. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Meadows pass. Intended for...
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
On fourth down, Meadows. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.